Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, August 11th, 2023. One of the big news items for today involves the terrible damage that has been sustained by the residents and structures and wildlife and topography of the island of Maui in the state of Hawaii in the US. It's easy to find information about this devastation. I'm going to go to a compilation that has only 2 items. There are thousands at your fingertips if you do your own research. And then we're going to ask a question about the situation, which is heartbreaking. Okay, now this came from the Rubber Duck compiled this. He said, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I find these data points interesting, if not significant. There are 6 tunnels in Maui County, recorded tunnels in Maui County. On a map, it looks like they're on fire. It talks about some of the landowners, current and possibly past, that have owned land near or over those tunnels, including Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, and it's reputed to be others, including Woody Harrelson, Steven Tyler, many people whose names also appear on a certain flight log seem to have owned land there. I included an article from defiantamerica.com. It has a video in it showing some of the devastation. Within the video, they talk about what the explanation is for it, but it's not to be found here in the article. Okay, and I don't know that we're going to get outside of the universe. I don't know that we're going to get an honest answer about what was behind these wildfires. Now, the footage is suspect. I want to put an advisory out there. There is at least one piece of footage that's being widely shared that has been photoshopped showing supposedly direct energy weapons. That's why I deliberately did not include that image in what I have. Apparently, if there truly was a direct energy weapon, we wouldn't with the naked eye be able to see the strike at all. So that doesn't mean they weren't used. It just means someone put out some doctored footage, which makes possible, will make people suspicious of that information if it does come to light that there truly was that kind of activity. Another issue I have with this whole situation is there is alt media chatter that the fires were started by the White Hats or the Alliance. And I know the lengths to which the White Hats and Alliance in the past have gone to make sure there was no collateral damage to actions they took. And I'm thinking of the Dew incident in Louisville a couple of years ago, when it happened early morning, when there'd be the least amount of traffic, and it was a very specific target. And I just can't see them changing their tactics. What I could see is in the course of a battle with the opposite side, who have no issues causing collateral damage occurred. I have no trouble envisioning, as a result of some of the information we got last week when we asked about energy, weather manipulation, technology and stuff, that more of it was in White Hat hands. That isn't to say that all of it is. And I have no trouble seeing this as a result of some tantrum on the part of the deep state. Let's go to the universe and ask for some insights and information about this. If I see it's White Hat, I'll say it. It will disappoint me terribly, but I will say what I see. I don't try to soften the blows for you, and we always find out together what the answers are. And the reason for that is, just so you know, especially if you're starting out on a tarot reading path of your own, the universe does not like to be asked the same question over and over. You can reword it and come at it from a different perspective, and that will usually be respected and honored. And sometimes you have to do that in the course of honing in on information you're seeking. But to ask the exact same question more than one time, when I've had to do that, I definitely ask for some grace from the universe, because it's usually because of a technology issue or a problem on my part. I just make sure that the universe knows it has nothing to do with me not liking the cards I'm getting. It has to do with being an imperfect human in an imperfect world and making some honest mistakes. But I haven't asked in this case. We're going to find out together, as we usually do. And we'll see what the universe has to say. Again, looking for insights and information into the devastation and fires happening on the island of Maui. It'll be a China knife spread. If we seem to need more information, I'll pull up to 2 additional cards. And let's see what's going on with the fires and devastation happening in the island, on the island of Maui. But that in the island may not have been a mistake. It may be truly that there's something going on in. So in or on, what's behind the fires and devastation, insights and information are appreciated. Hey, our first card is the Star. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. 8 of Cups. Temperance. Interesting. Page of Pentacles. And Queen of Swords. Okay, what I'll do is tell you the insights that I'm getting from the cards. Then we'll look at the elements in the cards that lead me to say those things. And then we'll see possibly what other information is available to us. So yes, white hats are involved with this, but it's as a result of a conflict is what I'm getting, a conflict that they've been victorious over. So it seems to be more of a reaction on the part of their opposition. You know how we've talked about when they depart or leave, they leave with a tantrum, causing chaos, kicking over desks and chairs as they go down to the principal's office. So that's what we seem to have here, because I do get the insights that there is still a huge regard for life on the part of the white hats. So this collateral damage is collateral damage, but it was not intended by the white hats. Why do I get that? We got the Star here, which is my ultimate White Hat Alliance card. And it is giving me the information that there was direct energy weapon use, okay, because the Star's up above, cosmic. So the damage is devastating. And I'm so sorry this happened. But it does look like it may be the result of some tunnel cleanup that's still going on. I thought that might have already happened, but apparently they've had time, and with the different the ease of tunneling under a volcanic structure like the volcanoes that compose the islands of Hawaii, they're probably more extensive than I ever dreamed or imagined. Okay, now, despite the devastation, it's still considered a worthwhile effort. So I look forward to finding out from, at some point, what was going on here. Okay, the damage has been mitigated to some extent. Okay, and the Queen of Swords is a card that shows a lot of clear thinking and strength. So again, what I'm getting is the white hats are involved, but not with the devastation. That seems to be more a result of their victory that has occurred. And as the opposition has departed, they've been kicking over things and causing problems as they left. Okay, the damage has been as much as possible mitigated. Temperance card is a card of moderation. Okay, and also kind of, again, a nod to the heavenly element of our side, ours being the white hats, the alliance, in this effort to free humanity. And again, we are seen as a worthwhile effort, and despite the devastation, whatever happened was important enough that it rolled out the way it did. Hello, Allie. We've got the Alley Cat seal of approval here. It's good, honey. You can have the table in a minute. Okay, let's get 2 more cards before we give the table back over to Allie, okay? Knight of Swords, White Hat Alliance card, forward motion, okay? Meeting an objective, having a clear vision of an objective, and apparently was successful, okay? And then a card showing just a balancing act here with the Two of Pentacles, that the effort was worthwhile and they had to weigh the risks and benefits and proceed, knowing that the opposition will create havoc and devastation when they can. There's times they still have to go ahead and do what they have to do. And this was one of those times. So let's recap. We were discussing the devastating fires that have happened in the last couple of days on the island of Maui. And it is apparently no coincidence that the path of the fires also seems to align quite well with the known tunneling systems that are recorded in Maui. And I'm sure there's many that aren't recorded. Allie helped us with the cards and she's back on the table and happy that she's got it. And here's what we got. I was asking for insights and information. Our very first card about the situation was a star card. Yes, this situation does involve the white hats, but not as the protagonists, not as the villains. Okay. The other card that showed here is the Six of Pentacles, and we had a couple cards indicating some balance and moderation. In fact, we had numerous ones of that. So again, there's a risk benefit that's been weighed with whatever was going on. I believe probably some tunnel clean out. I have heard from sources I trust that we have help coming from below, as well as our forces from above, trying to finish out this cleanup. So, you know, you have an infestation that goes on for thousands of years. You know, it takes a lot of effort and combined energies and skill sets to get it done. We do have a card showing for the recent past. It was a victory. There was a white hat victory, and that caused the tantrum as the those that they defeated departed. Okay, and they kicked over some things on their way, because devastation causing fear, loss of life is right up their alley and makes them feel just a little bit powerful as these cowards leave the scene. Temperance showed up in the near future, just a nod to the fact that as bad as this was, it could have been worse, and steps were taken to keep it as minimal as possible. The Page of Pentacles was a nod to the fact that, again, with that risk benefit analysis, whatever happened was worthwhile. It was definitely a worthwhile effort, even in knowing that the opposition could cause some mayhem, chaos, and pain and suffering as they left. Okay. Queen of Swords, card of clear thinking and truth. So a lot of planning and prayer went into this campaign, whatever it's been. And I do believe it does involve the tunnels that run around Maui. Okay, white hat card shows up in the near future for further insights. Again, just letting us know that this victory was a result of some action. And again, I'm not getting any intuitive nudges or card nudges that the devastation was caused directly by white hats or alliance. Okay, but more that it was a result of this victory. Again, you know, tantruming as they leave the room, and just the balancing act to just letting us know that this was not an easy decision. They had to weigh this. They knew if they did this, this would occur. And we're going to see more instances where we're going to have to push ahead. We've got to finish up this war. We do. And if evil says, well, if you do that, I'm going to do this to this city or this to this island or this, sometimes they're going to have to go ahead and just do it, because we got to get her done. We do. And the white hats are really working hard to work themselves out of a job. Way to go, guys. Because once we have an ascension event and we are sovereign we will be more self-regulating and not need all this internet. We'll need mentorship to learn to appreciate and fully utilize our sovereignty and to grow in the path that our Creator really wanted for us all along. But we won't need the direct military type of focus that the White Hats have now. But there'll be enough mentorship opportunities and cleanup opportunities that they can switch hats a little bit and still be very, very valued and needed, and have a place that they earned and deserve in the true history books when those are finally available to us. So that's it for this video from my furry co-host Alieska and I. I can see that a little of her showing here in the corner. And I thank you so much for your time and attention here in Maine. It's Friday afternoon on the 11th. For some of you watching this, it's already the next day, Saturday. And I just wish everybody a wonderful weekend. Okay. Take the time to unplug, get grounded, work on things that bring you joy, and do it without guilt. Okay. Self-care is important. So if you need that extra hour of sleep, get it. Okay. If you want 5 minutes longer in the shower, take it. If you have a nudge to make that special breakfast for someone you love, go ahead and do it. Okay. Maybe do a chore that you don't have to do or that you've been putting off. Whatever makes you feel good at the end of it and harms no one, go for it, because it's very important for us to honor our humanity and to take good care of ourselves, because our loving Creator didn't make junk. So we need to put the same value on ourselves that our Creator puts on us. And that's pretty high stuff. Okay, well, till next time, I send you love and light and everything bright. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.